All right, you gotta hear this one. We're talking about a celebrity who is famous for his iron will, his almost superhuman discipline. But just recently, he dropped a confession about his love life that was so out of left field, it left everyone, and I mean everyone, including his best friends, completely floored.
For, ever, Jong Kook has been the poster boy for self-control. His entire public persona revolved around this Spartan lifestyle. You know the type, the guy who chooses the gym over everything, the ultimate bachelor who is just laser-focused on his routine.
And then, bam, seemingly out of nowhere, the news breaks that he's married. Just like that. This one announcement totally upended that image he'd built for years and kicked off this huge mystery that had everybody asking the exact same question. How on earth did that happen?
So to really get why this was such a bombshell, we've got to rewind a bit and look at how this whole story actually came out.
Now, for anyone who might not be in the loop, Jong Kook is a huge star in South Korea. But his fame isn't just about his career, it's totally intertwined with his reputation for insane physical discipline. We're talking about a guy whose whole identity is built on fitness, which makes the idea of him secretly squeezing at a romance seem, well, pretty much impossible. So the whole thing unraveled on the December 4th broadcast of a TV show called Problem Child in House. And who was the guest? His good buddy, actor Omen, who basically became the voice for every single confused fan out there.
And this is where we get to the real head-scratcher of the story. The people who knew him best, the ones who saw his schedule day in and day out, they just couldn't make the math work.
And you can hear it straight from his friend Omen, who said exactly what everyone was thinking. He was like, I was really shocked. It was either the gym or soccer with the guys. I couldn't even imagine him with a woman. He just couldn't picture where a relationship could possibly fit. And I mean, just look at his schedule. The man's a machine. He works out before filming, does his job, works out again after filming, and then hangs out with his friends to play soccer. So seriously, where is the gap? When was there ever time to meet someone, get to know them, and decide to get married?
That was the bottom line, right? To get married, you kind of have to date first. But his life had zero room for it. It was a genuine puzzle, and his friend put him on the spot to solve it, right there on live TV.
Which leads us to the moment of truth. Cornered by his friend's completely logical question, Jong Kook finally gave everyone the answer they'd been waiting for.
And instead of some long, complicated story about secret dates and sneaking around, he gave an answer that was way simpler, way more honest, and, let's be real, 1,000 times funnier.
He just looks at his friend and says, I didn't date. I barely dated at all. Honestly, after getting married is when I started dating. And boom. Just like that, the entire mystery was solved in the most hilarious, unexpected way.
The reaction? Oh, it was immediate. As you can guess, the entire studio just erupted. It brought the house down with laughter. It was just the perfect punchline. Not only did it solve the puzzle, but it was so perfectly him, so candid, so direct. Okay, so with the mystery hilariously solved, let's take a look at this brand new chapter in his life and how people reacted to his, let's call it, a very unique approach to romance.
This has obviously been a massive period of change for him. He got married on September 5th to his wife, who isn't a celebrity. A few months later, he makes this incredible confession, and on top of all that, he just signed with a new agency, Galaxy Corporation, so it really feels like a whole new start for him, both personally and professionally.
So what did the fans think of all this? They absolutely loved it. People were praising his sincerity, his deadpan humor, but honestly, more than anything, it seems like everyone was just celebrating his happiness and loved that he was so open about his unconventional journey to marriage.
You know, when you step back, this whole thing is more than just a funny celebrity story. It kind of makes you think about all the expectations we have for how relationships are supposed to work.
I think if there's one big takeaway here, it's that there really is no one-size-fits-all path. His story is this fantastic little reminder that the road to happiness doesn't always follow the straight, predictable line we all think it's supposed to. So it leaves you with this final, kind of charming question to noodle on. For some people, could it be that the real dating, the real adventure, actually starts after you say I do? It's a fun thought, and hey, it's a reality Jong Kook is living right now.